Hey everyone, I'm Josh, and in this video I want to discuss why you don't have to earn love. This video was inspired by a great conversation I had with one of my coaching clients where we were basically figuring out how my client believes that they need to earn other people's love. But we also found out, interestingly enough, that my client's view of what love was isn't quite accurate, and that a lot of people probably have this inaccurate view of love because of all the conditioning we deal with while growing up, where you have Disney movies that make it seem like love is this thing that you have to earn. Men have to chase women and then they get love from women, and yeah, there's a bunch of weirdness out there in entertainment media, movies, TV shows, even books, that conditions people to believe that love is like a commodity almost, like you need to earn it, work your way up to obtain it, and then you get it and life is great. But that's not truly the way love works. When you really think about it, love in its purest form, that unconditional form, comes with nothing, like no requirements whatsoever, right? It's unconditional. What does that mean? There are no conditions. So there you go. Love should not be something you have to earn. If you ask me, I would say anytime where someone makes it seem like you have to earn their love, you're probably not actually getting love from them. Think about this. Rather often when people act like that, what are they actually trying to give you that you need to earn? Usually it's going to be something like respect. You're earning their respect, or maybe their trust, or maybe their approval or validation. But none of those things are actually love. And out of all those things, the closest argument you can make for one of them being anywhere near the same as love is maybe trust. But even trust is different from love. They are not the same thing. They go hand in hand, of course, but they are not the same. So hopefully even those few comparisons can paint the point on how many of us have the wrong idea of love, and that anytime you need to earn it from somebody else, it probably isn't actually love, and it's one of those things I already mentioned, because you shouldn't have to earn it from anyone. You shouldn't have to work your way up towards being loved. Love is something that is given freely. When you unconditionally love your pets, for example, do they have to do anything for you to get your love? No, right? They don't need to allow you to pet them. They don't need to be nice to you all the time. They don't need to pay rent or anything like that, right? You love them because they're your pets. They're basically a branch of your family at that point. You love them simply because you chose them. You chose for them to be included in your life, and they're a daily part of your life as well. The same thing basically works for other people, right? We choose to have them in our lives because we enjoy their company. And you could make a good argument that when you consistently choose a person or an animal day after day, that you love them. Otherwise, you wouldn't be making that choice. You wouldn't be choosing to include them in your life. You would be like, okay, bye, I've had whatever fun I've had with you, and now I don't need to see you anymore. But as soon as you make that decision to include someone in your life, and to include them in your life on a rather often basis, if not a daily basis, there's a little bit of love in there. I know many people don't really think about this, but you probably do have some love for your very close friends. It's just not romantic love, and that's why people get weirded out about this whole thing. There are different types of love, of course. There's romantic love with people that you're romantically inclined with, the people that you're going to do more things with than you do with other people. Then you're going to have platonic love with your friends and your family members, your pets. There are different kinds of love. But they're all similar to some extent. The only difference is what you do with those people you love, because you're not gonna, you get the idea. You guys understand what I'm driving at here. So that's the only thing that really separates platonic from romantic love. But they share a ton of similarities. Most of the time we are willing to make a lot of sacrifices for the people and the pets that we love. We're willing to place them as more important than almost everything else in our lives. So as soon as you catch yourself doing that with people or animals, that's a sign that you love them. And don't get me wrong here, of course you can actually fall out of love with people, but if it was the real form of love, there will probably still be some underlying level of love left, meaning you're still going to want that person to be happy in life. You're going to want them to do well and accomplish their goals. They just may not be an active part of your life anymore because you fell out of love with them. Or at least maybe what actually happens here is it's more a distinction between they go from romantic love to platonic love. And that's why we call it falling out of love, because now we don't have those romantic feelings for them anymore. But if you still want them to be happy, if you still care about them at the deepest part of your heart, even though you're not reaching out to them all the time, you could make a good argument that that still means that you care about this person in a loving way. So love is a very complicated thing. But at the end of the day, you don't have to earn it, right? It's something that you kind of give. It's whenever you're choosing people enough, whenever you want to include people in your life enough because you care deeply about them. That's basically what love is. And if you notice here, it's not transactional. It's not something that you need to earn. It doesn't come from you chasing the other person. It's probably one of the most annoying things about its depiction in a lot of entertainment media. It's like the concept of usually a guy chasing a girl, but what the heck is that? Like, as soon as you're chasing someone, what are they doing? They're not choosing you. You don't have to chase people who are choosing you because they basically run to you, not away from you. So yeah, that's just one example of how entertainment media steers people in the wrong direction when it comes to love, because it's not conditional. It's not something that you must do X, Y, and Z to obtain it. And anyone who believes that and would want you to jump through hoops for them is an immature person. They don't understand what love is, and that's probably not someone you want to pursue. Because again, when someone actually truly loves you, you aren't going to have to really do much of anything to earn their love. They're simply going to love you because they care about you enough and they enjoy your company enough that they're going to continuously choose you over time. It's that whole concept of like not being able to live without somebody else because they're such an integral part of your life. They bring you so much happiness and fulfillment that you almost couldn't even fathom what life would be like without them. That's love. And again, there isn't any transactions happening here. You're not going to continue loving them only if they do X, Y, and Z for you, only if they put out in the bedroom or cook meals for you, whatever it is. That's not how it works, right? If those conditions are included in your love, then it's probably not really love at that point. It's something else. So there you go. I want to get off my soapbox here, but I hope this was an entertaining and useful video because a lot of us are just raised with the wrong idea of love. Love in its purest form, that unconditional love, naturally comes without any sort of weird requirements attached to it. And anytime you believe that love has these weird requirements attached to it, really think about and ask yourself, is that love that you're trying to get from someone else? If you feel like you need to earn their love, is that really love? Or could it be something else? Maybe you want their validation, you want their approval, you want their respect, you want their trust in you. But those things are not love, as I said earlier in the video. So love is a very fascinating subject, and I hope that this video has been enlightening for you. But it's basically all I wanted to cover in it. So curious to hear what you guys have to say about it. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave a like on it for the algorithm. Subscribe if you enjoy content like this. And if you would like coaching calls with me where you could potentially help inspire me to make a future video, feel free to reach out to me at my website linked below and we can discuss how I may best help you. But that's all I have for you guys. Truly hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. Arrivederci.